What's up everybody, and the next big thing is back again with another Star vs. Episode analysis video after the Curse of the Blood Moon special. And by the way, these next two episodes have nothing to do with Star or Marco. So within the first episode titled Princess Quasar, Caterpillar, and the Magic Bell, we have Ludo reenacting the events of Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, only this time being with alternate versions of Star and the gang. Alright, now the title is perfect because not only did it make me overlook the potential of this episode, but I should have known that when they mentioned Caterpillar, that was a reference to Butterfly, as in the alternate version of Star Butterfly. And coming from the last Ludo episode, Ludo Where Art Thou, this is Ludo attempting to get his long-awaited revenge towards Star and Marco in order for him to claim back what's his, the wand. But in this case, his desperation goes as far as trying to steal this alternate version's magical bell. I mean, they even had a female version of Glossart named Indexia. Get it? Cause index versus glossary in a book. And in speaking of names and references, guess who voices the alternate version of Star Quasar? The voice actor for Boruto. Okay, she's mainly known to be the voice actor for Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon. And as we know, Sailor Moon is referenced quite a bit in this show. During the fight, we also see him fall inside of a grave, and I'm wondering if that resembled the future possible death of him, but maybe not. Janna and Star especially both fell inside of the grave in Bon Bon the Birthday Clown, and I can't imagine them dying. Plus, Star's supposed death had its time. Marco's next. Now, just like his original dimension, Ludo is then tossed into the abyss, but sooner than how he was defeated before, so I guess he's still a bit of a weakling. Same time, the rats never showed up for protection, so who knows. Once Ludo is blasted back into his dimension where his house made of garbage is, Dennis takes him along to show the castle of Various being built nearly back to its former state. And the funny thing is, Ludo has been trying to avoid past memories such as this, going from refusing to look at the castle to sitting on his own throne in order to not scheme in front of his brother. To which he eventually does. I mean, what were you expecting, Dennis? He was warning you from the beginning that he would rather not. He even went as far as bringing his old henchmen from season 1, who we totally believed were dead after the explosion, by the way, and left them alone with Ludo. Now, I'm sure that they'll be explaining what happened to them afterwards during that episode with Toffee, but I would like an explanation right now. This is the final season, people. They were even referenced within the SvTFoE episode, and since then have been theorized to survive being sucked into the realm of magic alongside with Toffee. Some other things I must mention is how Ludo reacts about Eclipsa being still alive, thinking that she was dead. And plus, also being told that she has the wand and it's located from within the monster temple. Boy, was he shocked and excited. But the simple fact that he knew of Eclipsa is quite interesting. He even later on mentions Toffee later on and how he fused with him, calling him a relic. And just like Toffee, Eclipsa could have been a memorable relic for monsters as well. So once again, can we trust her though? As the story progresses, we learn that Dennis accidentally signs a contract to a literal giant rat, which included the lines of reconstructing Castle of Various and then giving the castle itself alongside with their fortune to the rat. But luckily, seeing Dennis getting upset over the dishonesty in the world encourages Ludo to instead convince Evil J Land Baron III to let the deed belong to Ludo and Dennis by poking him to death.
But I'll do crazy things to protect him.
Okay, now I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that is hilarious. By the way, Evil is the first name of the rats. Even without your glasses, how did you not see that coming, Dennis? The episode ends with Ludo successfully being able to get the property assigned back into their ownership, and Dennis witnessing Ludo bringing alongside his brothers as well. They were referenced and faced the music from season 2, and boy was that household a prime example of abuse. Lady of Various literally dropped her baby in that episode. And at the very end, we see Ludo scoring a basketball with the help of Dennis, and the scoreboard showing Ludo having 1 point versus the forces of evil with 0. This could be telling us that with the help of Dennis, him instead going against evil will happen sometime in the future. And I feel as if despite Ludo wanting to have the wand so badly, he'll eventually come around to the realization that being on Star's side is his destiny. And having the wand isn't as important as doing what's right, especially for his brother who looks up to him. I truly love the way they've been building up Ludo's character over time, and if there's anyone that I would love to see have a comeback, it's him. Transitioning into the next episode, Ghosts of Butterfly Castle, we finally got Moon relaxing the way she deserves. The end. Psych, it doesn't last. Instead, the mutants from before are still growing in abundance and are as dumb as ever.
Heavens, they're multiplying.
So Moon feels as if it's her responsibility to help them organize one last time by giving them her old planner, which is revealed to be still within the now dismantled Butterfly Castle and rumored to be haunted by a ghost or a supposal cursed by Eclipsa. Another thing is that mutants do feel as if Eclipsa is also favoring monsters over mutants, but coming from the origins of Muni, perhaps she's just simply giving the property back to their rightful owners. Same time, she could still have put in some effort into reconstructing the Butterfly Castle and villages that thrived nearby. Instead, she focuses on the Monster Temple. River even gives Moon some great advice by telling her that it's not her job to look out for everyone, and that instead being selfish for a change would be beneficial for her case. Moon yet decides to head for the Butterfly Castle and is quite shocked by its state, since seeing the Monster Temple being renovated versus seeing the castle in ruins is indeed appalling. Moon makes it to the castle only to find out that the castle's belongings are intact only because the supposed ghost of Butterfly Castle, who was revealed to be the legendary Mina Loveberry in disguise, was guarding it. And mind you, Mina was one of Meteora's victims despite her incredible strength, so seeing her again was interesting. Plus, Mina was responsible for quite a few things. Not only was she the one who was practically haunting the castle in case of potential thieves, Mina also was revealed to be the one who attempted to poison Eclipsa with yada yada berries in order to dethrone her and restart the Solaria program. But she was the one who stitched the tapestries back together after Meteora tore them all, except for the one with Queen Eclipsa, even though for some strange reason it was shown in this episode that it was reassembled. She even continues on saying that back in her day, this type of behavior that Eclipsa gets away with, helping monsters instead of humans, would never have gone through. Mina has had this mindset for hundreds of years now and admires Solaria the monster carver, despite Solaria practically describing Mina herself as a peasant who she chose to be as an experiment for creating a super soldier. And ever since then, Mina has always been loyal to Solaria and her horrific ideology. Moon even tries to convince Mina that those were dark historic times. But Mina instead ignores Moon's advice and storms out in search of probably a new person that may want to take down Eclipsa with her, and despite heeding Mina's warnings, Moon decides to just let things take its course. And at this point, I really don't blame Moon. I mean, she's been at it ever since, even after moving away from her past. Plus, Eclipsa had it coming to her. You seriously don't help any of the humans at all? Same time, they too weren't so kind towards Eclipsa. So what will happen next? Will Mina find a different ally to assist her? Will she find the ingredients to create human super soldiers like how Solaria did? Man, the book of spells falling into the wrong hands can cause almost anything. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, and there's even a scene where Moon is shown crowning Skyward and Stone together. Maybe she'll be queen again. We all thought Eclipsa was dead. She was indeed the queen that ruled before Solaria took over and messed up Muni basically, and is a true person of the butterfly heritage. This has been your lovely analyzing host, TheNextBigThing, and I will catch ya all in the next one. Peace.